All right. If you haven't already signed up for the interactive webinar portion of this evening, please, you'll be prompted throughout this, trust me. Give your feedback. I look forward to hearing what everybody's results are as we build out and show you better tools for working remotely. These are tough times for our friends and family. We're all struggling to pitch in, and this is what I'm good at. I've been working remotely for over 3 years now, and these are tools that I use on a regular basis. Oh, here's the chat. Here we go. Okay, here I'm going to put the link in the description, so that way everybody can just click on that, and there we go. What's going on, Alexis, Jerry? Glad to have everybody here. So if I can get everybody in the, just put a K in the Zoom group chat whenever you've joined, and we can keep moving forward so everybody can have a chance to give feedback, and this can be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to working with all of you and teach you some really cool stuff that I know and I use on a regular basis. So to get to know you, what's your name? So if you haven't already jumped into the app, the poll.trav.media will take you to the pollev.com/Trav.media995 for you to log in here. So I'm going to pull up my phone. Hopefully I don't get too bad feedback here. Poll.trav.media. So that way I'm doing along with you. What's up, Jer? You got it. Agree. Travis. Continue. Boom. There you go. Punch in my name, easy as pie. What's going on, Alex? Great to have you, buddy. All right. Hey, what's going on, Eric? Hey, you just joined me in the messages, the group chat there, Eric. Jump on poll.trav.media. And get registered real quick. Let's see, we got Millhouse, Nixon, Richard, Fran, Trav, Jerry. Who else is on here? Come on. All right. All right, Alexis. Cool. All right, we'll go next one. So, which internet browser do you typically use? Do you use Google Chrome? Do you use Internet Explorer? Do you use Safari? Or do you use some other browser? This is really important just to get to know you and how you are going through and browsing and handling your day-to-day operations. So these types of things are vital in really helping me help you because this is about you and getting you up to speed with the different types of technologies that you use. So we got 100% right now with Google Chrome. Oh, here we go. Alrighty. So Jen's just joining us. Jen, if you want to join the interactive portion of this evening, go to polev.com/Trav.media 995, and you can register for the interactive portion of tonight. So that way I can get your feedback and learn more about you. So it looks like most of you folks are using Google Chrome, which you are in for a treat, because Google Chrome is a wonderful platform that I use. So let's see here. Here we go. Tonight's agenda. So what we'll cover, we're going to go over G Suite, free tools you did not know you had, Trello, which is team project tracking, Loom, screen cloud recording, and Teamviewer, which is troubleshooting devices, and a bonus. Let's see if you can fill in the blanks. T blank 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 from B blank 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 blank. So I'll give you a chance to figure that out once we get to it, but let's jump into the G Suite. So which of the here we go. Before we get into the G Suite, which of the following software do you think would be most helpful for you? Do you think that going over the Google's G Suite would be most helpful? Trello with team project tracking, Loom with screen cloud recording, or Teamviewer for troubleshooting devices? So I think there's a timer on here. Here we go. Getting some feedback here. Alrighty. Let's see. I will go with alrighty. I'm going to lock these responses, and we're kind of a couple people in Google's G Suite, a couple people in Trello with team project tracking. What you don't realize is I'm actually using Loom right now, which is pretty cool. But I'll get to that later. Okay, we got another one. Oh, someone's iffy. Do they want Trello? I'm going to keep rolling because I'm excited to share with you. So working with G Suite, so Google's Chrome browser, and I'm just going to go over very quickly. It's great for multi-device management, multi-account management, and cross-device history. And there are some great extensions in their library. Two of the most common ones that I use are Grammarly and AdBlock. Grammarly helps me write my emails, any kind of text documents, articles, and just make sure that I'm using commas, punctuation where needed. And if something just doesn't sound right, Grammarly is a great checker. Sometimes it's not always right, just because I use different terminologies that are usually industry specific. But Grammarly does a great job of correcting me for the most part. And AdBlock. AdBlock is just a great thing to have for just make sure your browser's clean, because cookies can really slow down your browser and slow down your computer. So there are so many more great extensions that they have in their Chrome store, I believe is what they call it. So inside the Chrome store, there are tons of great extensions. I urge you to play around in there and see if there's anything that strikes your fancy, because it's just such a great repository for helpful things inside of your browser. So next is Google Hangouts. So we're actually using Zoom this evening, but typically I use Google Hangouts. There's a free version. This is all free. Everything I'm going through right now, these are all free tools that you have with right now a Google or a Gmail account. So urge you to use G Suite, and Google Hangouts is great for video meetings. They have screen sharing, and you can schedule with your calendar. You can get all of these. So all of these are actually accessible from your Gmail account. So once you log into your Gmail, you have these at your disposal. And that's a great question, Fran. And Alexis asked the question, Travis, will you send out the slides after the presentation? Absolutely. And how do I get these Google Hangouts? So you get Google Hangouts from just your Gmail account. If you click on I believe it's like the box with dots in it, and if you select that, it drops down, and they have Google Voice. You'll see Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheets, and a bunch of other ones until you get down to Google Hangouts, which is what you can access. However, I typically schedule my Google Hangouts directly through my Google Calendar. So within Google Calendar, it's great for scheduling quick meetings. You can schedule these through your phone, and you can actually share your schedule with people and give them certain levels of access if you need somebody to schedule meetings for you, or if you want to show your boss what you're actually doing. And it has a very smooth API integration with scheduling platforms such as Calendly. So if you're working on booking appointments, I also recommend Calendly that integrates well with G Suite. Let me see, Fran's got a question here. So G Suite is all those items where contacts and goals are listed. API. So it's not necessarily it's its own software suite is what Google has now. So it's not just even within the G Suite is YouTube. So if you click on that, their Google Apps is technically what it's called. But I believe what you're referring to with the API. So it's devices talking to each other through a shared connection or a connection that they decided to share with each other. So software working nicely with other software and talking. So with Calendly, this is actually a tip that I gave your buddy friend Chris Army is to schedule for people to schedule meetings with him. So I can talk to you more about that offline, but I keep on moving forward, onwards and upwards. So Google Docs, Slides, and Sheets. Again, all of this is free with a Gmail account. And the great thing about using these types of software, or these apps, I guess you'd call them, is that they're all auto-save. You don't hit the save button one bit. As a matter of fact, this slide that you're seeing right now was made inside of Google Slides. So it has some amazing functionality, and even the polls that you are interacting with, it has an API, again, software that can talk to another software that I can integrate within Google Slides. So really cool technology. And then working in teams. So if you are working on a project with another person, whether it be a Google Doc, a Google Slide, or a sheet. So sheets, you can see each other moving, and you can see there's a little notification if Jen shows up or Jerry shows up, or Eric or Alexis, whomever. It's really cool, and there are apps that integrate with your phone, computer, and tablet. So you don't necessarily even have to have a laptop. You can. I've actually edited um, slides. I remember being in a Best Buy parking lot where I get a call that a client screwed up a set of slides that I built for them, and he's like just absolutely meltdown mode, and I just moved some things around in the slide and fixed it, and he saw it in real time, and he was just amazed. It was just, he couldn't believe, and he's like, okay, I feel so much better. So it was such a good feeling to being able to provide him that kind of experience whenever he felt like he was just ready to just fall apart and reschedule this meeting. He was literally ready to reschedule the meeting. Also, so getting into Google Sheets. Google Sheets are amazing. So they have so many capabilities. I've actually used Google Sheets as a database to operate a communication platform within that operates a chatbot. So it's really neat how the different things that you can do, and it's all for free. And again, this presentation was built in Google Slides. So all of these products come highly recommended, and what I believe is much better than any kind of Microsoft platform. That is just my experience, and I don't even use Microsoft. I don't have Microsoft on my computer at all. So, which Google service would you like to learn more about? Are any of these even of interest to you? Chrome extensions, Google Hangouts, calendars for optimizing time, docs, slides, sheets, and for design and functionality. We can do some pretty cool things. Getting your feedback like this is fantastic. I get to really be able to dive in and play in the. Let's see. Fran asked. Let's take a step back. Alexis asked, can you walk us through this currently, please? I'm sorry, I must have missed your message there, Alexis. Can you be a little more specific? While you're typing, I'm going to jump into Fran's question. I use Dropbox. Does G Suite have an API with Dropbox? Dropbox and Google Drive are actually different products. So Dropbox is a database, and so is, storage, cloud storage, and Google Drive is cloud storage. So they are both, they're basically competing. It's all, I believe Dropbox has better implementation, or works better with Microsoft products, and Google Drive integrates with all of their apps, and I feel like you have better fluidity whenever you're editing so my flow goes, you open the document in Google Drive, and then that opens up in Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Docs, heck, Google Forms. I haven't even talked about that, but that's something that I've used to collect marketing information. Alexa says, as you're referring to these items within Gmail, could you share your screen and talk through these items so we know what we are looking for? Absolutely, that's a great. Let's do that. Caden, what is Google Hangouts? Google Hangouts is a screen sharing platform, just like I'm doing with you right now, only it's a free version. So let me pull up my Gmail. I'm just going to swing it open here. Let's see here. Share my screen. New share. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's share the screen. Alright, everybody can see. Let's see. So, if you look up here, get the Google Apps. So you have your account, your search, Google Plus, your Gmail, calendar. So this is where your drive is. I typically pin some of my key tabs up here. So we have Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, and then get into some other things. So Meet is another version of Hangouts. It's just used a little bit differently. However, I typically I typically schedule my Hangouts through my calendar, and here I can show you how that works. So I actually have that open here. So I would go to Create New, and then here, Add Conferencing, and then see how it says Join Hangouts Meet, and then you can invite people under Add Guests. Pretty simple. So I'm going to jump back over here. We'll go to New Share, and we'll jump back into alrighty. Here we go. So most of you, I like this calendar, optimizing your time. That's fantastic. So it's great to see, the docs, slides, sheets. The functionality is great. Hangouts, setting meetings. Setting meetings is very important, especially if, that's your job. Jump over to the next one. Yep. So next is we get into Trello. So this is where we start getting into the team project tracking and helping you visualize progress and provide support to your team. So the hierarchy of Trello goes, it's a board, okay, and inside the board is a list, okay, and I'm going to show you this, so follow my hand, so follow the bouncing ball with me. So board, list, card, and then inside of that card you can do so many things. I give project status and user notifications that can be triggered inside it, so it's you can really track the progress of different things, and integrates with third-party apps or third-party app integrations. So it ties into, remember the API software connecting, Fran? So it has an API with Google Drive. So you can access your document, your spreadsheet, your PowerPoint, or your Google slide, inside of, you can link them inside of Trello, which is so cool. And the first power-up's free. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want to integrate your calendar. And the more power-ups you have, like, I guess you can, even by getting people to sign up. Fran had a quick question, stepping back into the Chrome. So that is available in the Chrome store. So he was asking where Grammarly is located, available in the Chrome store. I believe it is Chrome. You may have to Google it. I can't think of the exact URL off the top of my head, but if you just Google Chrome Store or Grammarly Chrome Store, and here I'm just going to type it in how the spelling is in the Zoom group chat here. But getting back to Trello, I'm going to get into what the anatomy of the Trello board looks like. Let me get my big fat head out of the way. So this is a board. Inside of the board is a list. So these are different lists. So basics, intermediate, and advanced. And then there's 3 are cards. So if you look right here, it says this is a card. Inside of that card, you can track activities. You can add checklists, due dates, attach files, and so many different things. Let me see. Are you guys able to see? Make sure. Resume share. Okay, here we go. So, great question, Jen. Jen said, I recently had a client ask me to use Slack. Have you ever used it? Yes, I have used Slack. Slack is so Slack and Trello can work hand in hand. Trello can track a project from stage to stage to stage. Slack is communication it's basically a giant messaging platform. And it integrates with so many really cool things. And again, I believe it actually has a Trello integration, so you can track it. So I think getting back to Trello, Trello is so here's the welcome board. So that's the board, and then the basics, intermediate, and advanced. Those are the lists. Inside the list are these cards that have really cool power-ups inside of them, where you can edit labels, assign different members to different tasks. You can add checklists that you can create. There are some templates available inside of Slack that make your life so much easier whenever you're looking to set up your first Slack. They really do a great job of walking you through what this looks like. So I urge you, this is something that I use to work with my clients. Let's see here. So did you find the Trello overview helpful? I'd really like to, if you want me to dive into more. So while you are filling those out, let me see if I can pull up a Trello example. So the Trello example that I'm going to be pulling up let's see here. I Looks like it might be too slow. Yeah, it's too slow. But anybody wants to see a Trello example, I'll be more than happy to share with you after the webinar. Cool? Cool. Let's see here. Alrighty. And then there is Loom. Loom is fantastic. Let me move my head out of the way so you can see what I'm actually sharing here. So Loom helps me quickly visualize, or helps me help myself whenever I'm troubleshooting. So it helps quickly visualize problems to troubleshoot. So you can actually record the screen while you're recording, your face. So this video is actually being recorded, actually twice. So it's actually recording inside of Zoom, and it's also recording inside of Loom. So Loom actually gives me this functionality up here that where you can see me and you can and the background here. So, and then once you're done recording, it's great because you don't have to save it to your desktop, upload it to a drive at the cloud, then have somebody download it and then view it. No. All it does is record your screen, record your video, your little picture-in-picture. Let's see. Quit moving. And it gives you it takes you right to the website, gives you a video preview so you can even watch it at different speeds, and then you can download it or you could share it. And then once you share it, it just gives you a link, and then you can send it to your boss, tech support, customer support, anybody so that way it helps them visualize what your problem is and helps you get to a solution a lot quicker. And it is so cool. So it's a show demo. So I'm actually recording, and you get some pretty cool stuff up here. So it's not going to let me show it off while I'm recording here. So, but pretty cool stuff. I really enjoy using Loom. It helps me work with many different team members across and clients, helping them visualize what their website looks like, any kind of talk them through any kind of problems they may be having. I've done trainings where I've sent them videos of how to put their website together or really anything. So it's very helpful. Alrighty. And so, will you use Loom to troubleshoot your next desktop issue? I find it extremely helpful. I don't know if you will or not, but it's really helped me overcome some the email barriers. Anytime I needed to just show a boss, or I shouldn't say boss, a client, something, I've just found it very useful. Got a bunch of maybes, maybe a couple no's. Alrighty. I'm not going to waste too much time here. And next is to Teamviewer. I use Teamviewer to troubleshoot devices. I can log in remotely into clients' phones, clients' computers, and help them overcome whatever it is that, whether they're having email problems, website problems, but really, I use it for, I can have it loaded on my grandma's phone. And once it's loaded on my grandma's phone, I just teach her how to open that anytime that she's having a problem. So I find this extremely helpful because if she sees the if she has any problems, there's a I can jump on there pretty quickly and fix them. Um, so again, I'm going to skip over this one because redundant. All right. Bonus: better tools for working remotely. T blank 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 from B blank 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 blank. So manage all your T's, copy from B, manage multiple convos, and phone free to stay responsive. Does anybody know what that could be? So fill in the blanks. Uh, T blank 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 from B blank 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 blank. So we'll play task, no. Tools, no. Talk bathroom, ooh. Maybe. Team, nope. What else could it be? Something that you could do. Could you text from a browser? So you can manage all of your texts from your browser. You can copy links from your browser and paste them into your text messages. Whenever I'm working with multiple clients and managing conversations through text, through email, through LinkedIn, through Facebook, having one location, which is my Chrome browser, I have access to my phone. So, and that is available for everyone. I don't know if you already have that or not. Some of you have iPhones, and it integrates with your MacBook, but not everybody has these types of things. But so Google makes it nice where you can get your messages through messages.google.com. And let's see here. And I'm going to be having more of these types of webinars. Which topic should I cover next? The top Chrome extensions, which we started talking about with Fran and Grammarly and AdBlock, email marketing, which is very popular, working on different programs, digital organizing. I know it sounds lame, but helping people not get their desktop cluttered and learn how to name files. That's not really something that people teach. And then social media management. Social media management is really being able to organize your calendar. How look at your different events, what you have going on, and what I've found is the better you're organized, whether it's through using the Chrome extensions or planning out some email marketings or organizing all of my documents or managing my social media. If you can do these things in advance, it reduces the amount of stress that you have in the long run. And I mean that's all I have to say about that. No, it's a lot of fun, but I really look forward to putting on more. Can you make the GCal icon show the real date, not 31? So let me see here. So today is what, Wednesday the 25th? Yes. So my calendar icon actually says 25. So it, um, so it does it for me on my tab. I don't know if it'll do it for you, Fran, but I'll put in a word to Google for you. All right, and I want to thank everybody. Does anybody have any last minute questions? I'd be happy to answer them at this point. I hope that you found something helpful that really was able to stick with you. Um, it was great having everybody here. Thank you, Fran, Alexis, Eric, um, Jen. Let me see, Jerry. Come on, stay. There we go. Alex. Great seeing everybody online, and it was really a pleasure. I'm going to be posting or sending out a copy of this, so you should have it too soon. I hope everybody stays safe, and I will talk to you soon.